What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got an absolutely absurd and crazy duel for you guys to check out. Ever seen one of those duels where you just feel like you don't know what the heck is going on and you don't really have, like, you don't have a grasp of what you're actually seeing? Yeah, this is kind of one of those duels. In fact, I rewatched this duel about an hour ago and even I was like, what the hell? That's how this duel ends, because it is actually pretty crazy. So it's mainly because the deck at the bottom, you can look at it and the opening hand looks kind of weird, right? Because it's it's Exodia Diablos, obviously a whole lot of the dark support from the Layer of Darkness structure deck. Lilith, Darkest Diablos, this card's insane. Layer of Darkness, and then you see the Exodia pieces and you're thinking, Cap, what exactly is the synergy here other than these cards all being dark? Honestly, I still, after watching this duel 3 times, I still really don't get it, but it'll be a wild ride. Then at the top we have Palladians, and I mean, I don't know, I feel like maybe this isn't the best build, but who am I to say what the best build of Palladians is, because obviously the deck isn't even out in the TCG yet. I mean, it's very new in the OCG. So let's go ahead and roll it. All I know about Palladians is really the 2-card combos that you constantly see, or the 2-card combos people should really be going for because they are the most efficient. And I mean, he has a pretty decent play here. I thought like this was kind of standard, especially if you have the trap card, you go into the rank 3, you have yourself a nice little bit of negation. Although he went a really weird route. He decided to make Crystron Needle Fiber, and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't have any synergy with any of the cards that you just searched. Why would you go for Crystron Needle Fiber? And I was like, all right, he's gonna go for Link Karibo, which basically gives them a chump blocker on board. So I respect the Link Karibo, and actually Link Karibo is kind of like a hard counter to Palladians, because think about it, Palladians basically like only one of their monsters can attack, which is the Link monster. Well, if that Link monster goes to 0 attack, then they really won't be doing any damage. It doesn't matter if they do double damage or if their monster is like 9,000 attack, whatever, kind of like a hard counter. So he's gonna go for the left leg. He's gonna summon his Link Karibo. Since he did tributes, he gets to summon Darkest Diablos from his hand. I was like, okay, I'm starting to see the synergy. The synergy obviously is with the copies of Link Karibo. Unfortunately, his Lair of Darkness is going to get blown up, but it don't even matter because he has a second copy. He's going to take a card out of his opponent's hand, and it looks like he was getting somewhere, but his opponent does have those 3k beaters, so he's not really going to be able to attack right now. As long as this guy keeps this card in defense mode, he won't be able to, but he says, no, I'm not doing that, Cap. I'm actually going to go for a different play here. I feel like the Wabaku may have been overkill because, well, I guess no, both monsters were 0, but I believe that if 2 0 attack monsters like attack, there is no damage, so I feel like the Wabaku might have been overkill, but I guess you can never be too safe. Let's see what he's gonna do here. He has Lilith. He'll probably end up tributing that Link monster. Yeah, well, he uses it for Darkest Diablos to just get it off the field. Lilith is going to get him a Wabaku, summon Skull Dread, and then he's going to get Obliterate. So yeah, this is legitimately like a half Exodia deck, but I bet you didn't see this coming. He has the copy of the Spear Mode, and wouldn't you know, because he's getting all those tokens, there is a legit possibility that he can actually summon this damn thing. He's going to go Obliterate, and I think that's just going to send an Exodia piece to the graveyard. I believe, yeah, this might be the time where he goes for it. Infinite Transience is going to stop the Skull Dread from getting the special summon, but no, it's no problem. He's going to go ahead and get his Darkest Diablos because he did send Battle Fader to the graveyard off the tribute effect of Link Karibo. No attacking there. He still can't get over these 3,000 beaters, but this is the time to shine. Darkest Diablos is going to tribute that monster. He is going to summon the Winged Dragon of Ra Spear Mode, and check this out. Yes, he does not just run Spear Mode. He actually runs the original Winged Dragon of Ra as well. And wouldn't you know, that's an OTK, and that might be the weirdest OTK that I've ever had on my channel. When you have Exodia Darkest Diablos, yet a God card steps down. It's like, wait a minute, I went in on some of this random ass action, and he ends up finishing the duel. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys the deck list. I'm going to try to wrap my head around it because even I have not seen this monstrosity of a deck list. So this is what the deck looks like on paper, and yeah, it is actually pretty strange. It's incredible that the head of Exodia is ran in here. Obviously, there's synergy there with the the Obliterate. I'm guessing that this deck actually wants to go second because you run so many copies of Winged Dragon of Ra Spear Mode. So if your opponent does happen to, you know, be playing the Pendulum Magicians or something like that, if they make the Unbreakable board, I guess going second and just being able to tribute one of their monsters, or not one, but but being able to tribute all of their like powerful monsters on board with Winged Dragon Rod Spear mode makes a lot of sense. And even if you go second and your opponent is playing like another meta deck, I don't know, maybe it's like True Draco or something, you can possibly try to tribute their masterpiece with you know, any of the effects combined with like the Lair of Darkness field spell and whatnot. A lot of traps in here. They seem basically like just stall cards. I mean, we know Wabaku is kind of like a card that just makes it so your monsters can't be destroyed by battle. You don't take any battle damage. He's got 1 day apiece. Swift Iron Scarecrow is a card that negates an attack and then sets itself. Even something like Obliterate, I mean, it does have kind of like a bounce effect if I'm not mistaken. I know when this card is destroyed, you can put a Exodia piece and you can add it to your hand. Target a monster on your field, send an Exodia, what's it called? And if you do, return it to the hand. Yeah, this card's like an evac device every single turn. And then you have the Battle Fader. So this is a really interesting deck. The only thing is, I think maybe Relinquish Anima probably should be in the extra deck as well, because it is another Link one that works with like level 1 monsters, the same as Link Karibo. I mean, probably, like, I get it, Link Karibo is basically used to you know, go into Darkest Diablos over and over again, but I'm just saying there could be a situation where you kind of need that spot removal. Very interesting and weird deck. I would have never thought to play Exodia like this, but I mean, I guess sometimes, like, what is that expression? Sometimes you know, truth is stranger than fiction or something, or no, fact is stranger than fiction or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about.